Welcome to Sika True Crime Docs. We're so glad you're here. If you love captivating tales and intriguing narratives, you're in the right place. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, give us a thumbs up, and get ready to dive into some amazing stories. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the journey with Sika Crime Stories. The Rise and Fall of Patsy, Hearn. The rise of a drug lord. In the gritty streets of 1980s Boston, where the underworld thrived and the line between law and chaos blurred, Patsy, Hearn emerged as a formidable force. Hearn, born and raised in South Boston, was a man of ambition. From a young age, he was drawn to the allure of quick money and power that came with the city's burgeoning drug trade. By his early 20s, Patsy had established himself as a cunning and ruthless operator in Boston's criminal underworld. Unlike many of his peers, who relied on brute force, Patsy combined his street smarts with a keen sense of business. He formed alliances with key players in the drug trade, ensuring a steady flow of narcotics into the city. Under his leadership, a sophisticated network of dealers and enforcers distributed drugs across Boston, raking in millions of dollars. The empire expands. Hearn's operation was meticulous. He imported cocaine and heroin from South America, using a series of complex smuggling routes to evade law enforcement. His network extended to corrupt dockworkers and customs officials who ensured the safe passage of his shipments. On the streets, his enforcers maintained order and loyalty through a combination of fear and reward. Patsy was known for his charisma and generosity within his community. He funded local businesses, supported families in need, and was seen as a Robin Hood figure by many. This public goodwill provided a shield, making it difficult for law enforcement to gather reliable intelligence against him. Hearn's criminal empire continued to grow, and his name became synonymous with power and influence in Boston's underworld. The police investigation. Despite his careful planning, Patsy's growing empire did not go unnoticed. Detective John Sullivan, a seasoned and determined officer with the Boston Police Department, made it his mission to bring Hearn to justice. Sullivan knew that to take down someone as cautious as Hearn, he needed to build an airtight case, relying on both undercover operations and solid evidence. Sullivan's team began by infiltrating Hearn's network. Undercover officers posed as low-level dealers and gradually worked their way up the hierarchy. They gathered critical information about Hearn's operations, identifying key figures and smuggling routes. At the same time, Sullivan coordinated with federal agencies, leveraging their resources and expertise in combating drug trafficking. The takedown. The turning point came when Sullivan's team managed to flip one of Hearn's trusted lieutenants. Faced with a lengthy prison sentence, the lieutenant agreed to become an informant. He provided detailed accounts of Hearn's activities, from drug shipments to money laundering operations. Armed with this information, Sullivan and his team prepared for a massive coordinated strike. In a series of raids across Boston, law enforcement targeted Hearn's properties and associates. They seized large quantities of drugs, weapons, and cash, crippling his operation. The final blow came when they arrested Patsy Hearn himself in a dramatic standoff at his South Boston mansion. The once untouchable kingpin was finally in custody. The fall. Hearn's trial was a media sensation. The prosecution presented overwhelming evidence of his crimes, including testimonies from former associates and detailed financial records. Despite his attempts to portray himself as a benefactor to his community, the jury found him guilty on multiple counts of drug trafficking, racketeering, and conspiracy. Sentenced to life in prison, Patsy Hearn's reign over Boston's underworld came to an end. His story serves as a testament to the relentless pursuit of justice by law enforcement and the eventual downfall of even the most powerful criminals. While some still remember him as a complex figure who blurred the lines between villain and hero, his legacy is ultimately one of crime and punishment. Thanks for tuning into Sika True Crime Docs. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like and subscribe for more captivating tales. Your support helps us keep bringing these stories to life. See you in the next episode.